Here we go.
First movie ever.
First movie of our series.
Go with this one. You see that, people?
Now, this, I know Kyle is, I myself, Gene Wilder fanatics. One of the best comedic actors of all time.
Yes.
Even nowadays, any comedic actor will not touch this man's glory of his comedic timing, his comedic acting, even the subtleties, little jokes where you go back, rewatch the movie. Any trivia look up on Gene Wilder, one of the smartest comedians ever to walk this earth. I was the one who picked this one. I'll never forget when we first popped this in. My mom and dad always tried to introduce us to old classics, same thing with all my grandparents. Anyway, went through my family. We had all our shit movies that we would watch, but we would always have movie like family Friday nights. And we would always kind of do this type of thing where you don't put it in a bag, but everyone picks one movie. And my mom introduced us to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I'll never forget when they went through the chocolate room. And just the cinematography in this movie is just like amazing. And I love, like, just look at this case.
Yeah, I love that design.
And I know it's one of these puppies that you'd spill water on or milk and it would just destroy the whole entire packaging. They released a bunch of these. I think Christmas Vacation was the first one that came out on DVD in this type of box collection. And the cool thing was when you'd open it, you'd have all your scenes here. And I honestly wish Blu-ray would have done that too with how they did stuff, was the scenes were available when you opened it. And you could be like, hey, I want to show someone this. And obviously, how long is Willy Wonka? Like 2 hours?
It's 100 minutes.
100 minutes. So, I mean, with that 100 minutes, I'll open this again. Sorry. Let's see here. You have 40 different chapters to select from. And that was so much more easier when your friends came over. Obviously, we've both seen this. And let's say there was a part that we thought was funny or a great cinematic shot. The best is it's 40 different chapters in a 100-minute film. In Lord of the Rings, the extended edition on DVD, Blu-ray that I have, there's literally like 37 scenes for like a 3.5-hour movie. So to find that scene, in my personal preference, always was annoying because you'd be like, hey, have you seen Lord of the Rings? Oh, I've seen that movie. You go, and then it's just like, you'd be sitting there like, it's in this, I swear it's in this, no, it's after that. And everyone starts arguing. With this, short and sweet, 5-minute like scenes to select from. So that was always my plus for these type of DVDs. Obviously the shitty side was you spill anything on it, or you'd have that asshole friend that comes over and or then you get water stains on your DVD. So
So this movie, just I had this on VHS. I think we recorded it off of one of the stations, and I remember I just watching it over and over and over again. And then even there was one summer there where I bought this for the first time, this exact copy, and I probably watched this an entire summer, like every day, straight through the summer. And I was singing the songs, my dad was yelling at me to shut the fuck up, and it was great. That's how great this movie is. You get into it. You love the characters. You got Mike TV, who just kind of reminds me of myself a little bit because he watches a lot of TV. You got Violet Beauregard. She's the fat ass that ballooned into the...
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
And then of course you got Augustus Gloop, the fat ass. Another fat ass. Two fat asses.
And I think I'll never forget almost breaking our VHS on this movie alone, because when Augustus Gloop's family is getting interviewed for the first time, when the dad just bites into the microphone and just starts chewing it like it's a chicken bone, I was dying laughing. And as kids, like, this will be a timeless classic, and it already is, obviously, but what year was this again? 1970? Was it 78?
71.
71. Way off. But anyways, knew it was in the 70s. Just The best thing about I love the 70s. 70s were the best film era besides the golden era, like in the 50s and shit. This though, the color, the acting, the timing, and everything, just how much work probably went into making this from the book. And I don't know if Roald Dahl approved of this one.
He didn't.
Yeah, like he just didn't like it, and I know Gene Wilder and Roald Dahl like hated each other because of this movie, and they would never get along, obviously, throughout time. And as me as a kid having to read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or was it Charlie and the Chocolate?
Charlie.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Having to read that as a kid, I'm bored out of my mind. I fucking hated that book, and all of a sudden seeing this on film and the colors and shit, and you're like, oh my god, this is so great. It's like, it's fantastic, and that's why I chose this movie. It's one of my childhood favorites. It's something I'll just show my kids nonstop when they're growing up. They'll probably hate me for it. I might even dress up like him and start singing to the kids to have them go to bed, but not really.
But yeah, I felt the movie made the right choices of getting rid of a lot of the stuff from the book, like the squirrels with the nuts that open the nuts, and they thankfully replaced those with the golden geese. I mean, the golden geese are way better than the fucking squirrels in the book. I can tell you that right now.
And can you imagine them writing a song for that too?
Oh man.
We are the squirrels. We break the nuts. We eat the nuts. Like, I don't think that would work too good. And I mean, the thing with the music too in the movie, it gets stuck in your head and you're fine with it. Other movies you get like babysitting nowadays, for example, you get stuck watching movies from nowadays, and the songs get stuck in your head, and it's the worst fucking thing that you can't get out of your head for like a couple weeks, and it's just like, and then you got like classics like that where you don't mind having the song stuck in your head. So,
and of course, all the songs are written by Anthony Newley, who as well wrote the Goldfinger theme song, which he's a legend in my book, man. Just writing music to this and Goldfinger. Oh my god, he's a legend. He also did some acting as well.
Did he?
He was in Oliver Twist, I believe, the David Lean version. He played the Artful Dodger in there. So he was definitely a very talented guy.
Multi-talented, just like Beyonce.
Beyonce. But yeah, this film, it was shot completely in Germany. It looks fantastic. I mean, the locations, the look of the film, the style, you felt like you weren't like in anywhere except in this world. Like, you didn't feel like you're in America. You didn't feel like you're in
England.
Yeah, England,
Scotland, Australia, New Zealand, just like anywhere.
Felt like you were watching something from a different world. And I mean, like, you can just talk forever about this film. You know, Jack Albertson as Grandpa Joe, fantastic. I love Jack Albertson in this film.
So great. Went way before his time, but
yeah,
obviously he gave us one of the better performances ever in this movie. It's just can't be touched. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, how many embraces would you give that?
I'd give it a 9 because that Cheer Up Charlie song does not belong in this movie.
Not at all. Every single time, if you're ever depressed, just put that on and it fits any mood. Cheer up, Charlie. It's like, what? I'll never forget to go back to that. We're like watching it, you're all into the movie all of a sudden. It's like, what the fuck is good? Cheer up, Charlie. It's like, I don't want to watch this anymore. And then just skip past that and you're magic. I personally would probably give it 8.5 embraces because seriously, Cheer Up Charlie, not a fan of it, and I love that movie, so